Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol at Big Cat Rescue, and I am so glad to be home. Howie and I went to the University of Florida in Gainesville, and we presented to a MBA class and to a marketing class. And now it's time for eating nuts.
Perfect timing, too.
Well, I watch you guys on the camera, so I know.
If you want to do like a sweep, don't worry about mopping. I know I watched him squat earlier. I don't know what he squatted. So I'll have to do some kind of cleaning in there. I was like, you didn't start.
Yeah, I did, but my camera's like...
I got Wildcat on my laptop.
On this laptop?
Oh no, I'm running Catherine's office.
No.
So I can keep an eye on him all day.
I saw what you did over there by Nabisco and Mrs.
Yeah.
Claus.
I think it's better you have access, go in there, and then I let everybody know that their guests are more than welcome to go in there.
That's good. Probably
Maybe
need
for
to
the
weed whack
walkabout
in there.
too. Yeah, Victor's weed eating tomorrow, and I asked him if he would run in there and hit it with the weed whacker. All right, I'm taking the scale with me.
Who are you gonna weigh?
Well, whatever Hoover decides he doesn't want to eat, I'm gonna see if Keisha will eat a little bit more.
Oh.
She's been eating thighs all day, and I think she's over thighs, and I just don't like wasting. So I figured since he has a buffet of variety of things in his bucket, whatever he doesn't eat, I can weigh, see how much he ate, and then offer her something a little different.
All right, but you
Make room for
it's
you.
not you and Devin.
Nope, just me.
I just realized that Giving Tuesday is going to be on November 28th, which is a Tuesday, and I'm going to be in New York.
So you want me to go around?
I do. Because the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is matching what people are raising on Facebook that day. So having you go around with the donate button on means double the money.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
And that's like one of our biggest fundraising days of the year is Giving Tuesday.
Okay. And we're off.
So you were coordinator today?
No, Devin was. I oversee Devin. But since I got handed some projects because of the Walkabout this weekend, I figured since I'm up here, I'll do a little computer, and then when I don't feel like looking at a computer screen anymore, I go out and do something outside. Then I go back in and do a little bit more computer, and I just kind of go back and forth.
If any of our volunteers are out there watching, we really need your help this week leading up to the Big Cat Walkabout.
I have them doing a project. I told them they couldn't go home until they finished because tomorrow I can't have them wait because they have a presentation to go to.
Oh.
So.
And then Victor told me he put dirt in front of all of the cages. I'm like, before the walkabout, and he said, "Oh, they're going to put it in cages." I'm like, "Oh my God, there's so much shuffling."
Yeah, it's topsoil because we want to seed it, and then there's dirt dumped on tree roots.
And there's that.
And yep, nope. Like I just didn't have enough people, so I put out an email, but they have to leave early tomorrow, and I really want to get all of the golf carts cleaned.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, we did it last year, and since we used them to cart volunteers back and forth from parking, and just in case guests need to get on them, yes.
Yeah,
these are working golf carts.
Definitely needs a bath.
Yeah, so I figured everybody's golf cart can get cleaned. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping gets done tomorrow. Oh, little beggar, I don't have anything for you. You don't want these kind of treats. That means you're on medication. You don't want that kind. No.
Excuse me while I shut this thing. I see people are buying stuff at catrescue.biz. Thank you very much.
Oh. I didn't expect you to be out and about, girlfriend.
It's perfection.
Okay.
This is rare. I'm going to stand back here and see. We can use the camera zoom for you to see her getting fed. There she is. 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 Yeah, I'm seeing lots of people joining, and I'm not seeing comments again.
What are you out doing?
No comments at all. So I'm going to try something different since I can't see your comments. I know Facebook really wants us to push these live feeds out on the show pages instead of on our main page. So I'm going to go to facebook.com/Big Cat Rescue TV.
Hi.
No, that's not it. Facebook.com/Wildcat Walkabout. So if you guys can go to Facebook.com/Wildcat Walkabout, I'm going to broadcast from there and see if I can see your comments. This is no fun if I can't see what you guys are saying.
You don't want to eat where you.
And we're back again.
Hopefully you can see comments. Hi, lady.
We are looking for comments. Tried 2 different ways and couldn't see comments, so I shut my entire phone off to see if maybe it was flashing.
Come here. Come on. You're gonna have to come over here.
I see people joining.
Come on.
Still not seeing comments.
Come on. Okay, eat your pill. Come on in. Here.
Well, hi Jerry and Chelsea and Maria and Roselle and Kayla and Christina and Suzanne and the other 270 of you who I
Good girl.
missed. And
Good
Pam and Amy. I'm not seeing your comments, so I hope that Luana is watching. I texted her to let her know we were going live. Hi Barbara, so that she could answer questions since I can't see what you guys are posting. Hey Robin. Hi Gail.
Stick and help her with the ones that badly threw in.
Position them right under her nose. Hey Katie. Does she get fed twice a day?
She does. The pill she's on was making her kind of feel icky, so we split her diet now in half. There you go. Oh, no. So that she gets food with her meds every day. Gonna eat all that. And Ginger's on the same medication, so now we started adding food to her med plan too. She's just not eating food. Waiting for your turn? You don't have very good feeding manners, huh? That's why.
Don't say that! Oh my goodness, our tails are fluffy!
Huh? You don't have as good a manners as Serby does. Okay, get your meds first.
The front gate is now closed.
Up here, babe. Oh, got it. Yeah, because you're reachy. Let's do it this way. Come here. No, right here. Slow down. Slow down. I really like fish, but the fish bounces when you put it in.
Oh,
So it's
no.
like you put it in and then they all bounce out. And then she gets even more frantic and reachy. I know. That's my side. That's my side. That's my side. Oh, see? Everywhere.
They really are bouncy.
Yeah. Like, bounced right off of her plate.
I never would have described fish as being bouncy.
Very bouncy. Sorry, I got a leaf on there.
This is attempt number 4.
Here, Ginger. Hey. There.
Hey Jerry, nice to see you back.
On your plate.
I'm looking to see if we can see any comments. I can see who's joining. I see Pam and Christina again.
Perfect. Good job.
This time I do not have a donate button and I still can't see any comments. The stabilizer is not liking what I've done here.
The technical difficulties.
Man, it's one thing after the other. Well, I'm going to have to rely on all of our regulars to answer all the questions for anybody who's
You guys
new.
are hired for the moment.
Everything's looking so good for the walkabout. All getting trimmed up and cleaned up. All the mess from Hurricane Irma is getting scraped off the tops of the cages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, somebody's chasing us.
Snacks.
Oh no.
Said they would always bring something too.
I don't like Funcation.
All the space, but I still don't get the snacks. I was like, just what?
Gabrielle.
I finally got Priya doing that. I've been trying to record that for a long time. But the footage is horrible. But I got the audio.
Now you just have to get some good footage and dub it in.
Yeah. Because she was walking, it was through too many layers of rebars.
This is on my pet peeve list of things I'd like covered up. Those corners on the den.
Oh.
Afraid somebody's gonna cut their foot wide open.
Hey, Mama. Oh, lady. So we don't have to get all nasty with the stick. Come on.
Still a little girl.
That good? That's all I got. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a little floofy too. Anything for Mac?
Buddy, you've been hanging out awake all day. Every time I drive by.
Hey.
Hi. You gonna come over? I have another one, so you guys swallow it. That's it. Good boy. Thank you. It's very cougar of you, Matt. So they dumped topsoil at Jasmine and Priya and I drove by both of them yesterday, and they were helping spread it. They were like doing this. I'm like coming on the corner pre, and I couldn't see what she was digging at. I was like, what is she doing? And then I see the dirt, and she was in there just spreading the dirt out. Well, I guess it's helpful. Very helpful.
What she's talking about are piles of dirt like that they have dumped next to the cage, so that the idea is the volunteers will take shovels and shovel it through the wall of the cage, but the cat's been helping on her own.
Oh, waiting for me on the corner. I see you. Hi. Hi. The only time of day you like me, huh? It's like the only cat on property that doesn't like me. Good job. Once he eats the head, the pill's gone. The body's just a bonus. Oh, lady.
There could be snacks in your future. For those of you who are just logging on, I cannot see your comments. I tried 4 different times and 4 different ways to go live today. And Facebook is not allowing me to see your comments. Hi. Who's all Jeffy? Are you Jeffy girl? You are. This is Keisha. And Keisha's missing her tail and part of an ear. And if you look at her stripes on her back leg, you'll see that they're kind of bunched up, like she's been injured. When we rescued her from a failed facility in New York, she was already like this, and the keepers there said that it was the lions in the cage next door that did this to her. But we love you and your little bunny tail. Yes, we do. It just gives you personality. Mm-hmm. You got personality coming out your ears, don't you? Of course you do. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. See the cats got their pumpkins. I hope you got a message from me earlier. If you are in our messenger group, there's about 3,000 of you that are. I sent out a messenger notification about our Halloween video that was absolutely adorable. Afton did a great job on that. Cats were having so much fun, and it had cool music. There's not a whole lot of Halloween music that I like, but she found a really good piece to go along with it. Are you in heat? Is that the problem? We don't do any breeding here at the sanctuary, and anywhere that you see cats living together, they're fixed. But cats like her, who lives by herself, we don't spay unless it's a medical emergency once they get to be as old as she is. She's 17. Would be a big surgery for her. Hey, Beth Ann. Hi, Vivica. Josh and Victor have been spreading crushed concrete on the paths so that we don't have so many potholes. Sandy Whitlock. It's a very yummy looking bucket full of chicken. If you're into eating
Oh, I
chicken.
see him. It's like, I can't find him. Hey.
Calling all hungry divers.
Hey. Hoover, I can't feed you over there. She's going to go crazy. Hey, are you teasing your neighbor?
Afton was telling me they had to just completely shut this lockout.
Both peeking at each other. Look at that one. Hi, honey. Hey,
Is that fun?
what are you doing? You ready? I don't think they really like doing this right here. Oh man, she's gonna get so upset. Palmettos, Hoover. What's this little piece? What is that? Help me out. You're a tiger. Thank you. Here, buddy. Oh, that's a plant.
Hey Susan, you can help me out with the questions and comments. I cannot see any of the comments in the feed. I've tried 4 different times to log in, 4 different ways, and it's just not letting me see anything.
Buddy. Don't worry about what she's doing. You worry about what Hoover's doing. Whoa. You want that? It's interesting. She says I don't want that. Now I have to put that aside. Put your mouth on it. What else we got? You want this? Hey. Yeah? What's she doing? Huh? And she's the one getting in trouble for banging in her lockout. I think Mr. Hoover's enticing her. Do you want that? Okay, let me shove it.
They're wanting to know how Hoover's been doing.
Good. And he's now been eating twice a day. He decided he wants breakfast and dinner. So he's doing good.
Susan is forwarding messages to me through text messaging. She wants to know where Mama Becky's
little
been.
Stinker. Yeah. Okay, I see you just want to play now. Yeah. I don't play tiger games.
You can't win Tiger games.
Yeah, I'm not playing tiger games.
They are asking where Mama Becky's been. I'm assuming she's been here. It's just I haven't been here.
Weekends?
Weekends?
Yeah. or Wednesday night. She comes to dispense meds on Wednesday night, so that's when I see her. Otherwise, I know she's here on the weekends. Guarantee you she'll be here Saturday. I hope everybody's here Saturday. All right, Mommy, let me just weigh this, okay?
Oh, it's your lucky day. Keisha's gonna get some snacks. He's weighing it right now. So the reason she has to weigh it is to find out how much Hoover actually ate so that she can report that on his chart. And then Keisha can have whatever's left.
Are you going to be an angry lady? Hi! Ooh. You can stay right here. Keisha, you can stay right here. I gotta give you the pieces that... No, I don't want that kind. Are you in heat? Oh, this isn't gonna work.
They're asking if Hoover fakes not eating so that he gets fed twice.
I don't think so. He just never was really interested in breakfast. But lately we've found him, he paces in the corner here. So we started just to try if maybe he's pacing because he's hungry in the morning, and he's just started eating. I don't know if it's the cooler weather that gets him excited about it. Here. Hey girl, you just didn't want any more thighs, huh? Here. Good girl. Hey. Hey. She get here. You want something different? Can't give you that one. Keisha. Hey. 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 Okay, bye. Keisha, you want something different?
Susan from Texas, I'm glad you got your shirt today.
Come here. Come here. Look at this. Cookie. Who's this? Nope. No. She's going into heat.
Thank you.
Well, my hope is maybe she ate 2 more pounds. Ah, little stinker. A little over 2.5. Perfect. Can't get mad at that. Alright, Cameron, Joseph, and Zeus.
You guys just got the lineup.
Maybe Seth will decide he wants to come out. I usually just wait till the end if he's not up front, because he's very stubborn. And you'd think he'd be food motivated, but he just really isn't. He makes me do singing and dancing, and like this late Cameron's having probably the best time of their life watching me, and I'm not getting anything. Hi! Hi! Hey girl! What are you doing? Artemis! I just love this little bubble over here.
Yeah. Smallest part of your cage.
My thing. She's so cute.
They're asking how the way cats eat in the wild compares to the way they eat in captivity. Like foraging or not foraging.
Oh, well, some tigers go 2 weeks without getting a meal. They're not the most successful hunters, I suppose. So our cats eat every day, and it kind of just goes by body weight, activity level, health, age. I have to work with.
Are you going in this gate or the other one?
Oh, I'm gonna touch it.
Kelly says, I'll do it, I'll do it. The snack wagon does not toll for thee.
Oh, you gonna come over? Hi. Hi.
Yes, this is Zabu. Great Halloween name. Cameron and Zabu came here as a couple. The people were trying to breed ligers, which is not something that happens in the wild because lions are from Africa and tigers are from India and Russia. But because there are stupid people who will pay to see a liger, there are evil people who will breed them. And it usually results in all kinds of birth defects for the young. So when they came here, they were in such bad shape, we had to separate them. They had just reached about 5 years of age, which is breeding age. And so we separated them until they were strong enough that we spayed her and we gave him the vasectomy. But he remained very aggressive around the keepers if they got anywhere close to Zabu. And we have to be able to clean their cages and walk up to the side to do things like feeding and such. So we went ahead and neutered him, which meant he lost that glorious mane, but he's been so much happier. And the question was, why do cats roll on their backs? Just like your cat at home, if they feel comfortable, typically, they will roll on their backs. Now, sometimes in circus acts and such, they are forced to do that. Yeah, you thought you were going to corner me over there. No, you're not going to. No, you're not going to. Oh. They want to know why you roll on your back. All the cats do it. Yeah, you all do it. You just don't do it in unison on command. That's when you know there's been some abuse entered into it. But when they choose to do it on their own, that's a totally different thing. I was in between the fence and that cage wall, so that's why she came over there thinking, I've got her pinned against the wall. I could reach through and grab her little ankles. No, that would be terrible. Always got to be watching out for you guys. Yeah, you're so dangerous. Beautiful but dangerous. You're looking mighty pretty there, girlfriend. Yeah. Yes, everybody loves Abu. We've never had any cheetah here at Big Cat Rescue. The cheetah is an interesting cat. If you research about them, actually if you go to bigcarescue.org/cheetah-facts, you can learn all about them. But there was a bottleneck in their history that caused them to be like 98% related or some crazy number like that. So they don't reproduce well in captivity or in the wild because they're so inbred and they don't thrive. So they don't end up in private hands very often. They almost never end up in sanctuaries. And even in zoos, they are usually not there for very long. The public is fascinated with them because of them being the fastest land mammal. And they're so gorgeous. Oh, you're so chatty. Row, row, row. Row, row, row. Oh, he's just moan and moan and moan. The cats do eat the pumpkins. A lot of them do. Some of them just play with them. Mostly they just destroy the pumpkins. So it can be hard to tell how much of a pumpkin they may have eaten because of the fact that they tear it into a bazillion little pieces. Because it's so fun to tear stuff up. Yeah, it's very destructive, huh? So destructive. Looks like Afton is through. Feeding his Royal Highness. He's coming back for seconds.
He's being picky today, and all he wants is turkey drums. So there's 2 more that are thawed out. So I told Devin just to, he'd probably eat them if he brings them over. And if not, he'll probably radio me and say, he won't eat anything for me, but you can do it. That's usually how that goes.
Are you a flirt? The wall between Kali and Zabu is not new. I'd say it's probably been there a year. It's because all they want to do is fuss with each other. So this way they can't see each other. Ever seen you do that? You like that fish flavored water? The ponds here are filled through, you can't really see it because I'm on the back side, but right there, that little knot in concrete, there's a hose coming in from the lake, and then it goes through the spillway back out to the lake.
I don't know so much, just close. Hey. Hey. What was that?
Sabu is acting like nothing ever happened. She's gone back to swimming in her pond, being her normal self.
Hey! She doesn't want that. She doesn't want that.
Like, but I'm grooming you.
Here. Oh, yeah, I did it. I'll give you something, baby. Lay down. Lay down. I know. He's checking on you. He's so pushy sometimes.
What will it be? What will it be, Zabu? It's gonna be something so good. You're gonna love
She's
it.
only getting a couple chicken necks, but she thinks in her head something's better than nothing.
Yep. Actually, they love chicken necks. Not any nutritional value in there, but they love the way they crunch, like we love potato chips, I guess. part of the Clean Plate Club.
Yeah. That means he ate 9 pounds. Good boy. Devin, go ahead and pull some more turkey drums for tomorrow. Tell me how many was pulled today. Here's the zero. So fun. Sorry, miss. All right. Now I feel better about it. I'm so sensitive on how much he gets to eat. Because he's been doing so good since he was sedated. I just want him to put some weight on. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome. So cute. They're so cute.
They want to know what their diets consist of.
Which one?
You could give it to them cat by cat.
For the most part, they get different kinds of.
We have 6 after.
Go ahead and pull 4 more, please. Oh, so let's see what Joseph has. We can do this one. He's got some red and
Which would
some
be beef.
beef, yep, and some pork and some turkey breast and a turkey drum. Cameron was eating just turkey drums. Picky boy.
And they frequently do that, where they just decide this is the only thing I'm going to eat tonight.
Yep, especially Cameron. Usually I have the most success with him with chicken necks, pork, and turkey drums. But it has to be out of the sleeve fresh. If it has a hint of smell to it, don't think he's going to eat it. I think that was the problem with that one. It maybe sat in the cooler for 2 hours and he's like, nope. My bad.
Oh, they're so fussy.
Yeah. And it's the bigger cats that are most fussy. They're like divas when it comes to eating.
Can you feed and talk?
Yeah.
Can you tell them about the bobcat call you got?
Yeah. Well, Gail called me and said, hey, do you want to go look for baby bobcats? And I said, yes, because I've never been asked to do that. But she said you forwarded an email from a lady saying that she saw a bobcat get hit by a car and she said she saw a baby. So when we went, I actually called the lady on the way to get some more detail on whereabout this was, so we weren't looking all over in rush hour off the side of the interstate.
Which is how it usually goes.
And she gave us really good directions, although she kept saying I'm really bad at giving directions because it was exactly where she said. And when we got there, it was me, Gail, and Elisa, one of our interns who's actually off in between levels. And her and I went looking for babies until we heard Gail say, "Hey, it's a male." And I was like, "Oh, well, we'll look anyways." We looked for tracks in the sand because we could see his tracks everywhere. But we didn't see anything small enough that couldn't survive on their own. There were one set of smaller ones, but that was big enough to be pretty independent. So we looked around just for a little bit, and then we didn't hear anything, we didn't see anything, so I said, "Hey, did you bring a garbage bag to get this one?" And she looked at me and goes, I said, "Oh no."
We never leave a bobcat on the side of the road.
And I was like, "Oh no." And so, you don't want that? So we went and looked in the back, and there was a garbage bag with hay in it, so we just kind of put him in the hay bag. But it was the biggest bobcat I've ever seen. Bigger than Max, who I think is a very large bobcat. Hey, you want this? I can't go any further. Come here.
And male bobcats don't help raise the kittens, so there's no chance that
Yeah,
there
no.
were kittens traveling with this male.
They
If there were a
mate-
smaller
they
set
mate
of
and
tracks,
take
it might
off.
have been a female.
Hey, I think you might want this, but I can't reach any further. Smell it. Smell it. Smell it.
Blow on it. Blow that scent over.
Oh, he didn't like that idea.
Sorry.
Well, at least he just gave me a growl warning. It could have been worse.
Could have been spit in your face.
Double check. He ate good this morning, though. So what he ate tonight, I even added to his bucket than what they had in there because I figured he might want a little more red than what was in there. You don't want that? You know Cameron would have loved that, right?
Well, Cameron would have eaten it.
All right. Yes. So I even added to his bucket, and he's probably eaten 6 more pounds. He ate 4 this morning.
Goodness. It's a big day for you, son.
Right? About 5 or 6. Just make sure he doesn't leave me the little knob on the end, which he's a lot more difficult to take him from than Cameron is. Oh, great. Thank you. Ooh, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Too busy crunching to care.
Yeah. Cameron used to get mad at me, but he doesn't get mad at me anymore. Now he just moves out of the way. You eat that?
Randy, you guys have the king banner?
Good? All right. You're the best. Good boy.
And even Zeus is out of his den, so that's good news.
And he was out earlier, and then I drove by yesterday, and he was out too.
Have you guys got the king banana?
So I think he's been feeling good.
With it being cooler, they like to lay out in the sun. While she's getting ready for Zeus, I'm going to try to stop again and try uploading one more time to see if I can see your comments. Diana, I can see you saying hello.
Yay!
Aaron, welcome back all.
Hi.
Actually, that's Joseph roaring. And this is Zeus eating. Now think I hear camera roaring.
Having a I eat dinner competition.
Hey, Amaryllis and Jet.
How you doing, buddy?
I tried to go live again on the show's page, but it's insisting that I do that in portrait mode, which just looks stupid, so there's no way I'm going to do that.
Is that up and down?
Yeah,
Oh.
up and down is portrait.
Oh,
Landscape is like a landscape.
oh I like
horizontal.
that. Okay, I like that. Here, bud.
Debbie from Australia and Candace, thank you for the welcome back.
Hey, buddy.
Zeus Tiger is 21 years old. If you go to bigcatrescue.org/Zeus-Tiger, you can find out all about him and see his
Wait.
birthday bash.
Wait, where are you going?
Seidel, his name
Baba.
is Zeus.
I don't know who you're chuffing at over there.
It's Halloween. He sees ghosts. Back into Amanda. Oh, she's
Oh, yeah,
on vacation.
vacation.
I don't have to worry now.
Hey, thanks for your help.
Do you have any idea how difficult that angle is for her?
Like there was no going anywhere but like straight in. That's it, honey, though. That's it.
Got it all? Oh, what a good boy. Yes, happy Halloween to everybody. If you haven't seen Afton's amazing video, Big Cat Halloween,
yeah.
that was so fun. And that was the best music ever for a Halloween video.
Nice.
I loved it. So many
I
people commented about
Argued
that.
with myself if I was going to include all the pumpkins that they got, but then it turned out to be like a 6-minute long video, so I was like, I'll just make that separately and we'll post that Friday.
So there's more pumpkins to
There's
come.
more pumpkins to come.
Ah! This was a really good Halloween. Everybody was like so playful. Some great enrichment. I could hardly tell some of those paper mache pumpkins from the real thing.
Yeah.
Until the cat picked it up
Yeah,
and
I
like
was
it
gonna say
flies
it started
through the air.
flying, yeah. They use like plastic decorative pumpkins and paper mache over them.
And then took the plastic out.
Yep, and then took the plastic out, which I'm glad. I'm just like, hey, I really want this from you guys. And they're like, yeah, got it. Then I see it, I'm like, oh, so much better than I thought. Or what I would have envisioned myself making. Like, I'm not a arts and crafts kind of person. Hi, boys.
A lot of people have been really worried about how Andre keeps his ear down.
Yeah, it is Andre's. Like, is it Andre? Yeah, hi, Mandy Moo. Hi. He always has an itchy ear.
Fully let you put eardrops in it.
I'm not trying.
There's no way.
Like, I don't know if we would attempt to try, or maybe
No,
in like
we
a
would not.
lockout with food, but I don't know. Like when you introduce food to the Texas Tigers, they become different kinds. Like the boys are pretty social throughout the day, but as soon as you introduce food, they become growly and less social in the behaviors you're looking for. But yeah, and every once in a while it'll come up and it's okay, and sometimes it'll go down. You can like see he'll itch it on the rebar. Hi, handsome. Be nicer.
She's loving the new watch. We were just talking about that while you guys were gone.
I do.
Don't
Hey.
mind.
Thanks, Howard. Makes my life so much easier.
Howie gave her his Apple Watch when I got him a new one.
Because I could be so busy doing something or feeding. She's on her dirt mound.
Is that yours?
Feeding a cat, and it's like I don't have to get my nasty hands on my phone. I don't have to lose focus on what I'm doing with the cat. All I gotta do is just flip my watch over and be like, not important, or ooh, I need to get back to that. What are you doing?
Were you helping? Are you helping getting that dirt in your cage? You're so helpful.
You're silly. Probably feels cool.
And it's a great place to count out from behind.
Yeah, Jasmine this morning was peeking from hers. What are you doing? You're being silly. We were just here. Did Aries take your spot? Did you take her spot? Uh-huh. You want to share? Nope. There's Orion. How about you keep digging? Spread it out.
Save us some
I know.
muscle.
The walkabout's coming. Be with it. And then the new asphalt is putting big rocks on it.
After we just got through picking up all the rocks from the last time we spread asphalt.
Luckily, Steve's off, so he doesn't have to know. Because he spent all that time, like, during his break even. They've been really good about coming in and helping out.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
now they're at Disney, so they're not coming back till Thursday.
Are they doing the Halloween thing over there?
I'm not sure. I know that she has a friend there, and they have passes for 3 days, so they can go to any of them for the next 3 days. Did I put it on silent on accident? No.
Yeah, one of the things you got to watch out for is if you put your hand over the watch, it makes it silent.
Mute.
Yeah. I do that all the time by accident, just in my hands moving a little.
Yeah, and I am a moron, and I had to repair them and restore what I had on there, so I'm not sure if I turned that setting off yet. Because I went hiking with Steve and Elisa, and we went to Starkey. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you see any bobcat prints?
We did, and I took my my photography camera, so I have some. I got all kinds of prints. But Jamie sent me a map that she has that she put stars on where she finds a lot of bobcat prints, and it was very successful. But then when we got done, we're like, okay, should we go straight or go left? She's like, well, Jamie says both ways take you back to the beginning, but one way was the longer way. And we decided to take that one. And we went from like jungle Florida to like African plains. We were like, oh, I don't know how far away we went. So we went from following the trail map to following a GPS back to the car because otherwise it would take us forever, and it gets dark a little earlier now. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
just picked
no.
up plates. So, oh man.
And all you can think of is I can't lose two
I know,
injuries.
and I see like my little blue dot and which way I'm facing, so I'm like going in circles. I'm like, we need to go this way. And we're like, let's just find a trail-ish that we can walk through. And then Victor today tells me that there's wild pigs out there.
Oh no!
And I
they'll
was
come
like,
after you.
that sounds horrible because they're so aggressive. And we were just like wandering this place. But it was a lot of fun. We did get back to the car and we were hungry because I brought a protein bar and they just ate breakfast. So I ate my protein bar and all of a sudden they're like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, oh, I'm not. They're like, well, did you bring more? And I was like, no. So we got back to the car and there's a picture of us hugging the car because we're like, oh, thank God. We found the car after 5 hours of hiking.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. It was fun though.
I'm sorry, Nabiscuit. Yeah, there was nothing for the Nabisco. I know, you're just fluffy enough. You're too fluffy. There's Mrs. Claus. Sweet girl.
So what Afton worked on today was for the people on the tours. She took out, because we're moving this whole cage here that demonstrates how small cages in Florida are. And so she took out this wall so that people can come all the way back here to get closer to, they can get this close.
Yeah, but you still cut out the structure of the cage so you get the idea.
Yeah.
And
I think
had
I
it-
would take that back to the next post though.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to lose the structure-ish. But Victor said that the chain link is coming in Thursday or Friday, so we should have that up so soon that it doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll finish taking out just this wall here since this has to remain a barricade.
Great.
And then we'll move the signs and the little box.
So what they're going to do is this space shows you, I forget, is it 12 by 16? Is what
I just know it's supposed to be 8 feet tall.
is what the state of Florida says you can keep 2 tigers in, is this little square here. But we're going to actually build a cage exactly like Florida says tigers can be kept in, so people can see how ridiculously small and flimsy that is. We're going to build it out of chain link like the state calls for, and they're only 8 foot high, which just is, it's horrible. It's just horrible. And Florida has what they consider to be the most progressive rules when it comes to the cage sizes and styles that people can keep lions and tigers in. Whenever you have a minimum standard, that's all that most people are going to do, is the absolute minimum. Did you startle her?
I can't tell, but when I went to, I let go and it just went flying in.
Oh no. Bobcat tails are so wiggly. They're just always in motion. And who was that? Jennifer or somebody, Cheryl, said you can tell when a cat's mad or not because they put their ears down, which is the universal sign for they are not happy if their ears are flat back.
This is close. We're running out of light, girlfriend. Running out of light. Nabisco.
Somebody today on ManyChat asked me how our cat Cookie was doing, and I said we don't have a cat named Cookie anymore, but I wonder if maybe they meant Nabisco. He's doing fine. All right, I gotta ride my bike home tonight. I am running out of daylight, so I am gonna call it a night. Thank you everybody today. Appreciate you joining us. Talk to you tomorrow. Be safe. Bring in your black cats. Don't let them be outside.